Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. I have great news to share, and the current situation is very different from my last video 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to share why XRP is not dead. We are going to start the video with the big picture chart because what's currently going on is very important. Next, we are going to have a look at the channel chart, and I added a new indicator on it, as you can see, the white line. Then we are going to dive into the moonshot chart. I'm going to give you an update of the XRP Bull Bear Index. We are going to have a quick look at the XRP buy sell indicator. And at the end of the video, I will tell you all you need to know about the cloud chart. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content. Now, let's begin. So my last video was 2 weeks ago, I guess. So it's been quite a long time. And 2 weeks ago, the situation was very intense. Why? It's very simple. We were below the bull market support with the blue dots. I remind you that this line, the bull market support with the blue dots, is one of the most important lines for XRP. Indeed, when we are below it, we are in a bear market, and above it, we are in a bull market. We know that this line is very precise because, for example, here we got a rejection when we were in a bear market. Then we had a breakout. We came back down to retest the line as a beautiful support. Then again, we went up and we came back to retest the line again as a support. And then again, here it was a wonderful support. This time we crossed to the downside. Then we were below the line and we started using it as a resistance, right? And we had our breakout again into a bull market, just right here. This is why this line is so important. And you know that we were just right here. So we had our breakout, we went down, but we didn't touch the line and we went up, right? Then we came back down, we didn't touch it. It was very close, but we didn't touch it and we went up. And here was the first time that we touched it after the official breakout just right here. And we know that in each bull market for XRP, we absolutely need to go to retest the line as a support before going up. That's why what XRP is currently doing is very important and it's a key element of the next bull run. One thing I shared also in my previous video 2 weeks ago is the fact that despite the fact that I use this indicator, the bull market support with the blue dots, on this chart on a weekly time frame, this is an indicator originally made for the 23 days time frame. And that's why I said that even if XRP is below the bull market support, this is not quite important because we needed to go up above it by last Friday, so meaning the 16th of February, and to close the candle above the bull market support. And this is exactly what happened just before the close of the candle. We went up above the bull market support to close above it. So I put the bull market support as a reference on this time frame. You can see that in the past, despite the fact that it was very precise, for example, here, after the bull run, it was a wonderful support. Then we have a breakout, back up again, just right here. And it was a beautiful resistance. Here it was a beautiful resistance also. But here, you can see if I zoom in, just right here, it was a fake out. Why? Because we went up and we had a close, a candle with the full body closing above the bull market support just right here, right? It was a battle. We tried, and with this candle, we tried to close the entire body of the candle above the bull market support. But this was a fake out. Why? Because we were still inside the bull bear band, as you can see. This is the top of the band. This is the bottom of the band, and XRP was still inside the band. And in order to be officially in a bull market, XRP needed to go above the band, above this level to be in a bull market. So this is the reason why I created this indicator. It's to detect if we are officially in a bull market or not. And this time it's exactly the same thing, but we are in a bull market, meaning that you see the green color. This time it's not red. The band was green. This time it's orange, right? And it was exactly the same thing when we penetrated the band, but we were in a bear market. So the band was red. It became orange when we were inside it, right? But it was a fake out. And this time I hope that it will be a fake out also, because it was green and it became orange because we are still inside the band, meaning that despite the fact that XRP is below the bull market support with the blue dots, XRP is still inside the band, and this is the key element I want to share with you. If you have to remember only one thing in this video, is that XRP is currently having a battle to stay above the bull market support, and so far we are very close to it and we are trying to stay above it, as you can see. And we retested the bottom of the bull bear band, which is a key element before going up. So this was successful. So we retested the bull market support, right? We retested the bull bear band, and now all XRP needs to do is to go up and to maintain a level above these lines, meaning the bull market support and the band. So to sum it up, here we had a breakout above the bull market support during the bear market, but we were still inside the band, and that's why the band rejected us to the downside once we penetrated it. And here it's the opposite because we are in a bull market. So XRP penetrated the bull bear band, it penetrated also the bull market support, and we went below it, right? But we were still inside the band, and now all XRP needs to do, the same way that we got rejected by the band when we were in a bear market, XRP needs to find a solid support on this band before going up like this. Now let me give you the key levels to watch. So we have the bottom of the band, which is currently around 50 cents. We have the bull market support a little bit below 55 cents. And we have the top of the band a little bit above 58 cents. So currently, as you can see, XRP is trying to find a support on the bull market support, which is good. So we want to stay above this level. And if you see that XRP goes beyond and above the bull bear band, meaning above 58 cents, it would be very, very good for the future. I hope it's clear. If you have questions, let me know. We can move to the next chart, the channel chart. As I said in the introduction, on this chart I have a brand new indicator, which is the white line. For now I have no name for it, but we are going to dive into why I created it. First, as you can see, I am on the monthly time frame, and I kept on the chart the white line to focus on this indicator. So from the very beginning, you can see that this line is already very important. Indeed, already here we have a wonderful support just right here. Then we crossed it and we used it as a beautiful resistance just right here. It was the first time we used it as a resistance, but here, as you can see, it was a resistance again. Here also, here also, here also, here also, and here also. So as you can see, during this entire phase of the market, the white line was a beautiful resistance before the bull run. And even here, we had a breakout with this candle, but we came back down to retest. I don't know if you see it well, but you can see it with the wick just right here. We have a huge green candle, but we came back to retest the line as a support. As you can see, this is very, very important because this means that we were below it, resistance, 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 breakout, and to confirm before going up, we had to retest it as a support and we went up. So we had our candle and we came back down to retest it as a support. Then what happened? Look, we were in this phase, in the bull phase, and we went back down to retest the line again as a support. This is beautiful, guys. Then we tried to stay above it, below it, and it was a battle with these candles because all of these candles are above and below the line, so there was some indecision in the market, and with this candle it was the entire body of the candle closing below the white line, and we knew that from this candle we would start to use the white line as a strong resistance, and this is exactly what happened. We went down, up, resistance, down, up, resistance again, down, up, resistance, down, up, resistance. So this line is very, very powerful. Then again, indecision in this phase with these three candles, because we have the bodies above and below the line, but with this candle, you can see it just right here, sorry, this candle, we have the entire body of the candle closing above the line, and this was key, and that's why we went up again before retesting the line as a strong support. We can continue. We went up, we crossed it, right? Even here, it was a small support with this candle, but at the end we crossed it, and we had this candle with the entire body closing again below the white line. And from this candle, we started using the line as a resistance again. That's why we touched it, we got rejected, we touched it again, we got rejected, and we had our most recent low. Then we went up, we touched the white line again, it was a resistance, we got rejected. Even with this candle, the green candle, we pierced the line, but it was not enough because with the next candle, we were not able to stay above the white line to have the entire body of the candle closing above the line, and we have still these two candles above and below the white line, the same way we had indecision candles just right here. These are indecision candles. That's why you can consider that this was a rejection from the white line, so the white line was still a resistance, and this is exactly why we saw that just right here it was still also a resistance, because we touched it here, we got rejected, here we pierced it and tried to go above it, but we were rejected again and the candle closed below the line. Here it was the same thing, and again we had this red candle rejecting us from the white line. Currently the white line is around 62 cents, a bit above it, so keep this level in mind, it is key. So now we can come back to the full chart, and you can see that this, right, this phase of the market is very similar to this one, because we got rejected by the white line again and again and again and again. This is exactly what's going on right now. We got rejected once and multiple times again and again and again. And when did it come to an end? When the yellow line, this time the yellow line that you can see on the chart, penetrated the green area of the channel. And as you can see here, right, we have the moving average in yellow that penetrated the green area, and we had a moonshot, okay? And if we go in the present, you can see that here we have the yellow line penetrated the green area. That's why I expect, if XRP is bullish, to have a pretty big move in the future. For now, XRP is stuck in this triangle. We have the green area going up, and we have the white line going like this, meaning that XRP is stuck in this triangle, and we should know what XRP wants to do very, very soon, because it will have no choice but to make a decision. Either we go up above the white line or we cross the channel, which would be a very bad sign in my opinion. So XRP is very, very close to decision time. as you can see, the yellow line is crossing into the green area, and the cross will be official in March. So, as a conclusion, this analysis points to a lot of volatility in the market in the future. Why? Because the yellow line is penetrating the green area. At the same time, we have the blue dots that are already in the green area, the same way that we had the blue dots just right here in the green area. And we are pretty close to the white band again, meaning that XRP can have a new opportunity, cross it, because here it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter between the green area and the white band, so XRP has to make a decision. We can move to the next chart, the moonshot chart. This moonshot indicator is available for free on my website, so if you want it, have a look at the description of the video. And on this chart, we have to pay attention to the crosses. And the same way here was the official beginning of the bull market for XRP in this phase. Here we had our breakout and our huge move to the upside. And after this, despite the SEC sell-off just after, you see that the yellow line was still above the green line, meaning that we were still in a bull market. That's why we don't want to see a cross between the yellow line and the green line. In the past, after the breakout, you see that we went up, then we went down, and the yellow line started going down, but we prevented the cross from happening. This was key, because if we had a cross, it would have been a very, very bad sign, but the bulls defended the lines, right? And that's why, despite the fact that we were below the green line, we prevented the cross from happening, and XRP started going up, and we have this nice curvature of the yellow line, right? And I said that for the future, here in the current situation, we were pretty bearish when we were there, right? But if we want XRP to go up, we have to prevent the cross from happening again. That's why we want to see the same kind of curvature of the yellow line above the green line, and we don't want to see the cross. So this is actually nice to see XRP above the green line and to see the curvature just right here. But we need more than this, because currently XRP is still below the yellow line. So I would like to see XRP going up and to stay above the yellow line. But so far we are pretty good, because we have the curvature that starts to happen. So either we prevent the cross or we allow it, and this will decide of the future of XRP. I hope it's clear. We can move to the next chart, the bull bear index. This chart is more bullish than 2 weeks ago, so this is actually good news. If we replay what happened, you can see that here, when we were there, I will play it and put a pause, and as you can see, we have a lot of red dots, and it was pretty bearish, as you can see, right? Because we were below the line, and I said, let's wait for the end of the candle, the close of the candle, because if we are able to close above the string line, this would be very good, but below it we are not good, right? It is bad news. So we wanted to wait until the 16th of February to know if the candle would be able to close above the string line. And if we click on play, this is exactly what happened, because with this candle, we were just before the close of the candle, we were able to close above the string line. So here is the proof that the bulls are still fighting and wants XRP to go up. And right now, with the current candle, we are still battling to stay above the string line. And currently, the string line is around 55 cents. And the next candle will open the 10th of March. So here again, we saw the power of the 23 days time frame, because just before the close of the candle, we were able to go above the line. Now, what about the XRP bull bear index? As you can see, here we have only 2 red dots, which is pretty good in my opinion. We have 2 white dots and a majority of green dots. That's why currently XRP is pretty bullish, because we have 56% of bullishness, which is way better than what we had 2 weeks ago with a lot of red dots in the chart. So you know all you need to know for this chart. We can move to the next chart, the buy-sell indicator chart. The analysis will be very quick because the status is the same as what we had 2 weeks ago, meaning that we had our sell signal, we came back down to retest the string line, we went up, we have this signal, and we went down to retest the string line as a support again. And so far we have no new signal. We can move to the last chart of the day, the cloud chart. This is the only chart where there is an obvious bearish sign, because currently, as you can see, XRP is below the cloud chart. Indeed, do you see this candle, the green one? We have the entire body of the candle closing below the cloud. And this never happened before. In bull markets, as you can see, we always stayed above or inside the cloud, because here we went up, we closed above the cloud, we went down, we closed below it, but with the next candle, we managed to have the body closing inside the cloud. So we had no body closing below the cloud. That's why we knew that we were still in a bull market. Then we went up, right? Here, and from this candle we know that we were in a bear market with the entire body closing below the cloud. And this is not good news on this chart, because we closed below the cloud chart with the entire candle body. But fortunately on this chart we have also the green line and the bull market support, which is the most important line for XRP, as I said in the beginning of the video. And here, if we step back, you can see that the false signal I was talking about at the beginning of the video, you can see that on this time frame, the right time frame, the 23 days time frame for XRP, it was very accurate, because we went up, we pierced the bull market support, but we always closed below it. On the weekly time frame, we pierced it and we closed above it, but on this time frame, the right time frame where I use this indicator, we closed below it. This is key. Then we have here resistance, breakout, support, support, support. Here breakout, resistance, resistance, and resistance. Here we went up, breakout, right? And we can go on this. And we didn't touch it, and here with this candle we touched the bull market support with the blue dots and the green line at the same time, meaning that here we have both lines as supports, and we want these levels to hold before going up. So to sum it up, this is the only chart where we have a pretty bearish signal, but at the same time we have the green line and the blue dots still holding, and I hope that XRP will be able to bounce from these levels and to go back above the cloud. And as I said in the beginning of the video, you can see that here XRP is battling to stay above the dots, and this is very clear because we are right above the dots. So a lot of volatility is coming in the future weeks. If you want to track what will happen with us, please subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.